That's my baby. Man, I love this thing. So, this is my 69 Volkswagen Squareback. I have owned it for at least 8 years. I don't know. I've been putting off doing the math. It's nothing. Also, nothing too special on the outside. It's just that it's mine and it's cool. And out of all the air-cooled VWs, Volkswagens, I hate the word VW, whatever. Out of all the air-cooled Volkswagens, I think this one suits me the best. It's my favorite color. It's got my favorite wheels on it now, which I think this is really the car that made me like Cragar SS's so much. This one has 15x4 OG Cragars on it. I think the date code was like early to mid 70s. I don't remember. I'll have to look. The rears are some 90s pop, but they are round spoke. And if you've ever bought a new set of Cragars, round spoke at the bottom, it actually flows in an arch. The new ones are flat spoke, which aren't bad, they're just different. So they go round and then the top of them is kind of flat. I don't know why they did that, for patent reasons or just, to separate the old from the new. They both look good, but, in a situation like this where I had to run old 15x4s because they didn't make them for a lot of years, and I couldn't run brand new rears because they're flat spokes. It's pretty obvious when you put them next to each other. Not really so much obvious, from car to car. But this car has 3-bar spinners on it. Those are originals. The originals have the texture on the spoke. These pretty much cost as much as the wheels. I mean, once you get to looking for them, you can find them for cheaper, but there's a rack, handmade rack by one of my buddies, Rick, that came off of another car. Shout out to Josh Shaw. Y'all know what this is right there. Air Syndicate. DTB. I'm looking for suggestions. What does this stand for to you? What do you think DTB stands for? It changes any different time that you ask me about it. Here's the Type 3. It's a pancake motor. The fan is on the front of the engine instead of the back of the engine. So it makes it so it all fits underneath the floor. It's got functional fuel injection still. I mention that every time I can because it took years and years of messing around with Dan in order to get it to run right. Turns out to be mainly a wiring issue. The ECU is right there. Turns out 50-year-old wires, they get brittle over time. But basically bone stock back here. Runs great. Starts basically without any blips of the throttle. I did an alternator conversion since it's running the air compressors. I actually have the correct machine spacers for this. It was just mocked up and I never took it apart because lazy. It has a damn throttle position sensor on it. How crazy is that? Original electronic fuel injection from 1969. Alright, let's go. Nice mirror delete. Got the gauges here. I'll do a quick interior roll in a minute. Because low things are more important. So there's a new filler relocation. Here's the air tank. Yes, it has dual bags up front. Probably not for long. This was version 1.0. It works, but to be honest, I really don't care about individuals up front anymore as long as it sits straight. Let's see. Got a 5-gallon tank. For whatever reason. Oh, hello, Mr. Spider. Got the valves nice and compact. Put the swivels in it to make it serviceable. Most people don't do that because those fittings are like $12 a piece. But we got a Vire faux. I actually have a dual pack with black hoses to put on it. What the plan is, I'm going to take this side and mirror it on that side just to make my recovery time a little bit better. To be honest, as I get older, I just drive the thing. I don't really use the air that much. But it would be nice and what's the thing? Symmetrical. So yeah, I'll probably still do it. Same time maybe. Hey, where you going, bud? Where you going? I see you. I see you. I'm going to relocate you in the nicest, humane way possible. I promise. Master cylinder. Horn that doesn't work. Dual bags. Probably going to switch to single bag. Still debating on whether I'm going to build it myself. Really, the main thing is this design. I was really adamant about putting a bushing on top of the bag. And as I've done some research, it does need some sort of, shock absorption or, abrasive something, because this whole thing rotates. So I'm going to, that will still be a thing, but something a little bit more compact, because this is all potential lift I could have at the wheels. I should at least be able to cut that in half and get at least another inch of lift from the wheels, because this thing, that's why, little inside secret, that's the reason why I drive it so low all the time, is because I actually section the gas tank in order to get the lift that it does have, and it rides kind of like crap, really. And these bags aren't all the way compressed too, so I realize that it's not indexed as good as it could be either, but that's why it's called version 1. We'll get back to it later. That's another plan. I'm gonna get that done. Probably never, but whatever. I've been putting off ripping this carpet out for the longest, but it is trashed. So, Cragar radio, not old enough to be cool. There's my manual air gauges. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Custom duct tape. I think I'm overdue for a call to TMI for this interior. Headliner has came out in sections over years. I really need to figure that out. It would probably cool it down in here a little bit in the summer, because it definitely does not air conditioning. Custom interior light, Harbor Freight special. And that's pretty much it. I'm thinking I'm going to have to splurge on that tachometer that, what's the one place that makes it? It's badass. There's a tack, because, these, even if they do work, they don't keep good time. I can't remember the name of that company, but yeah. So, like I said, it starts so quick. I love that part. AVS switch box. As much as I would love to, put the same floor flat panel in here, can't beat it. Simple, works. These are run a little short, but since my my air management's up front, it works out pretty good. I'm gonna put this thing at the cruise height, see what it looks like. I literally run like 20 pounds up front. That's normally what it looks like when I'm driving it. Seems like an alright cruising height. Probably sits a little lower in the rear with me in it. Plus, it squats. Gotta stay represent. Shout out to y'all. I think I'm done for a little bit. Shout out to oil spots, which really, if you know anything about air coolers, that's pretty good. Shout out to beer. Shout out to me. Shout out to the good weather. So, I think that's it.